voices. This is from Francis.
Hi, Francis.
Hi, Francis. Spirits, how do they sound? Like people or ghostly voices? Or does it sound like your voice?
Okay, the reason this question is on the list is because someone asked me this privately, because I'd given them a reading. And when I read people, I tune into all sorts of stuff around them.
Right.
And the answer to the question that I gave her via email was that my job as a reader is to interpret energy, that I'm really an interpreter or a translator.
Right.
So when I am tuning in to someone's energy field, yeah, certainly there are other energies in there that wouldn't necessarily be considered that person's personality or their soul, like a spirit guide. And first of all, I want to say they do not appear to me with my eyes open like you are sitting in front of me. That's part of my contract with them. I told them I will check myself in somewhere, and I'm not talking the Holiday Inn.
And you will not communicate to me anymore.
Yeah, I'm not interested in seeing things with my eyes open, at least not in that way. I had some experiences as a kid, and it just shut me down too much. That when I began reopening my intuitive centers, I made that part of the agreement. I was like, well, just don't freak me out. If you want me to work for you, I'll work for you. If you want me to help you, I'll help you. Don't freak me out. So she was really kind of asking more about the clairaudient rather than the visionary aspect of it. And for me, the clairaudient, I am clairaudient. I hear things, but I don't hear them like ghostly voices. I hear them as voices in my head, which sounds very suspicious and psychopathological, but it's really not so much that they're whispering in my ear. My experience of it is that they drop a unit or a block of energy into my crown chakra, and as it moves into my energy system, my unconscious mind translates it into words. So is it hearing is really not the best word for it. Translating, receiving is probably better.
Okay.
Does a radio hear the invisible impulses and vibrations that come in? No, it receives them and it translates them. That's a clearer definition of what happens when that kind of stuff happens. I will also be very clear. I do not hear voices as though they're outside of my body being whispered in, like with hauntings and stuff like that.
Right.
That's never happened to me, at least that I'm aware of. It very well might have blocked it out. But that stuff tends to stay away from me. I was having this conversation with Amy the other night about we've got some clients that have showed up. For some reason, ghost activity is up again. No, I don't deal with that. Amy deals with that. She's kind of building her own paranormal research thing. She's got the EMF meters and, all the gadgets. She loves that stuff. I have no desire. I told her, you deal with the dead, I'll deal with the living. How's that?
And we'll meet in the middle.
Yeah, and we do. We're a good balance that way. But I said to her, if there's a teenager in the house, how much you want to bet it's emotional projection bouncing around the house? How much of it is psychological projection? How much is it a function of the unconscious mind manifesting things? Unfortunately, there's no way to know that. And she said, and until we know that, I'm going to continue doing my research and helping people. And I'm like, absolutely, go right ahead. Help and serve where you can. But from my experience, if we're all one, I try not to get too freaked out about it. But I also know that what I'm experiencing has more to do with translating energy through my nervous system and my belief system than anything paranormal. In fact, it's not paranormal. In my point of view, it's not. It's certainly not supernatural. It happens so naturally. It's a skill that